Listen closely, beloved soul, for on this day, the 15th of June, a message of profound importance is being delivered from the celestial realms directly to your heart. I am Michael, and I stand here now not only as a guardian of heaven, but as an intermediary for a love that transcends all dimensions. There is someone in your family, a cherished soul who now resides in the eternal light of heaven, who has pleaded for this connection. They have watched over you, felt your struggles, and seen your resilient heart. And today, their love has created this sacred opportunity. They want you to receive a message of profound hope and imminent change. You have been guided to this very moment because your spirit is ready to hear it. Do not dismiss this as mere coincidence. This is a divine appointment. I ask you to lend me your undivided attention, for the message they wish for you to receive is time-sensitive. The currents of fate are shifting, and the window of opportunity for this great blessing is opening now. Listen with all your being, because time is of the essence. The change that is approaching is one you cannot afford to miss, for it is the answer to prayers you have long since whispered and perhaps even forgotten. What will be shared here today will prepare your spirit and illuminate the path forward, a path your beloved family member so dearly wants you to walk with joy and peace. The love that reaches for you from beyond the veil wishes for you to know one fundamental truth. Your life is on the cusp of a significant and beautiful transformation. This change is a gift, a divine reordering of your circumstances designed to align you with your highest joy and purpose. This is the opportunity your loved one wants you to embrace with all your heart. Life, in its infinite wisdom, is a constant flow of change. To resist it is to attempt to stop a river with your bare hands, an exhausting and futile effort. The key to navigating the river of life is not to fight its current, but to build a vessel strong enough to sail it with grace and purpose. And the time to prepare your vessel is now. Preparation is the act of cultivating a spirit of readiness and trust. It is what separates those who are swept away by the tides of change from those who ride the waves to new and wonderful shores. Consider the story of a man who worked for decades in a secure but soul-crushing job. His dream was to be a healer, to help others, but his practical mind told him it was too late, too risky. Yet, he began to prepare in secret. In his spare time, he read books on healing, he took small, inexpensive courses, he practiced on friends and family. He was not earning money from it, but he was nurturing the seed of his dream. He was building his vessel. Then the great change came. The company he worked for restructured, and his position was eliminated. To the unprepared, this would be a disaster. But because he had been preparing, he saw it for what it was, a divine liberation. The security he had clung to was removed, forcing him to finally step into his true calling. He opened a small practice, and because he was living his passion, he thrived. His life became more abundant and joyful than he had ever imagined. The change was not a punishment, it was the opportunity he had been preparing for all along. This is the nature of the change that approaches you now. It may come in an unexpected form, an ending that feels like a loss, a door that closes, a path that seems to crumble beneath your feet. Do not be fooled by its appearance. Your loved one in heaven wants you to know that this is the universe clearing the path for you. It is removing what no longer serves you to make space for what will. This change will bring a magnificent opportunity, but it will only reveal its full potential to a prepared heart. Begin your preparation today. Nurture the quiet dreams in your heart. Learn that new skill. Forgive the old hurts. Strengthen your spirit. By doing so, you are telling the universe and the loving soul watching over you that you are ready. You are ready to step into the fullness of your power and receive the blessings that are already on their way to you. But know this, even a blessed change will come with its own set of trials, which is why you must also be prepared to face difficulty with courage. Your beloved family member who rests in the light knows the path of human life intimately. They know it is a journey not without its shadows and its storms. They wish for you to understand that the difficulties you have faced and may yet face are not signs of failure, but are an integral part of your sacred journey. It is in the heart of the challenge that true strength is forged. No captain becomes a master by sailing only on calm seas. It is the storm that teaches them how to navigate, how to anchor deep, and how to trust their vessel. Your difficulties are the storms that teach your soul its own resilience. Look at the history of your world, at the stories of those who have achieved great things. You will find that nearly all of them faced immense adversity. The inventor whose first 1,000 experiments failed, the leader who was imprisoned for their beliefs, the artist who was rejected time and time again. These souls did not become great in spite of their difficulties. They became great because of them. The failure taught the inventor what didn't work, bringing them closer to what did. The imprisonment fortified the leader's resolve and clarified their message. The rejection forced the artist to dig deeper into their own unique vision. Their pain was not a punishment, it was a crucible. It burned away all that was unnecessary, pride, insecurity, self-doubt, and left only the pure, unbreakable core of their purpose. This is the perspective that your loved one wishes for you to hold. When you encounter a challenge, do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask with a brave and open heart, "What is this trying to teach me? How is this forging me into a stronger version of myself?" This single shift in perspective is a powerful tool. It transforms you from a victim of circumstance into a student of life. It allows you to find the blessing hidden within the burden. There are several ways to practice this. First, practice gratitude. Even in hardship, find one small thing to be thankful for. This shifts your energy from lack to abundance. Second, seek the lesson. After a difficult experience, take time to reflect on what you learned about yourself, about others, about life. Write it down. This integrates the wisdom. Finally, remember you are not your challenges. You are the soul that is experiencing the challenges. They are temporary weather patterns passing through the eternal sky of your being. By facing difficulty in this way, you not only survive it, but you harvest its power, emerging from the storm more grounded, more wise, and more resilient than before. This resilience is the bedrock upon which you can build the unwavering perseverance and self-belief needed for the next stage of your journey. The message your loved one most wants to impart is one of enduring belief in your own light. They see you, not as the world sees you, but as God sees you, a being of immense potential, courage, and divine worth. To honor their love and the opportunity before you, you must begin to see yourself in the same way. This is the foundation of perseverance, a deep, abiding belief that you are worthy of the effort and capable of reaching the destination. Perseverance is the sacred act of continuing when it would be easier to stop. It is the choice to take one more step after you feel you have nothing left to give. It is not about a lack of failure, it is about a refusal to be defined by it. Think of the story of a woman determined to bring clean water to her village. Her first attempt to dig a well failed, hitting solid rock. The second attempt was washed away in a flood. Her neighbors told her to give up, that it was impossible. She felt the sting of failure and the weight of doubt. But deep within her was a core belief. My people are worthy of clean water, and I am capable of making this happen. This belief in her mission and in herself was the fuel for her perseverance. She studied the landscape, learned from her mistakes, and on her third attempt, she found the source. The water that flowed forth was a testament not just to her effort, but to her unwavering self-belief. She did not quit, and so she could not fail. This is the power that resides within you. When you face a setback on your path, when your progress feels slow, when the voices of doubt, both internal and external, grow loud, you must anchor yourself in your own divine worth. Your departed loved one is cheering for you from the realms of light, reminding you of the strength they always saw in you. They want you to borrow their belief in you until your own becomes unshakable. Do not give up on yourself. Do not abandon your dreams at the first sign of resistance. Every great accomplishment in human history was once deemed impossible. Every beautiful garden was once just a patch of stubborn dirt and a handful of seeds. The difference was the gardener who persevered, who watered, who weeded, who protected the tender sprouts, believing in the harvest even when there was no evidence of it. You are the gardener of your own life. Persevere in tending to your dreams. Believe in your ability to bring forth a beautiful harvest. This inner strength, this marriage of perseverance and self-belief, is your human contribution to the divine plan. But you do not have to do it alone. You must also learn to lean on the infinite power and protection of God. As you walk your path, believing in yourself and persevering through challenges, your loved one wants you to feel the constant and unwavering presence of a power far greater than your own. They want you to know, in every fiber of your being, that you are eternally protected and guided by the loving hand of God. Your self-belief is one wing, faith in God is the other. Both are needed to fly. To have faith in God is to know that you are a cherished part of a divine plan, and that the architect of that plan is always watching over you. This divine protection often works in ways we do not immediately understand. Consider a ship sailing toward a beautiful, tropical island. Suddenly, a fierce, unexpected wind blows it far off course. The captain is frustrated, believing they have been delayed and pushed away from their goal. But what the captain could not see was that a massive, deadly volcano was about to erupt on that very island. The fierce wind was not a hindrance, it was a divine intervention. It was an act of protection, guiding the ship away from unseen danger and toward a different, safer harbor. So it is in your life. Sometimes a door slams shut. An opportunity is lost. A plan is derailed. In these moments, it is easy to feel that God has abandoned you. But I am here to tell you that these are often God's moments of greatest protection. He sees the whole map of your life, including the dangers you cannot see. Trust that the closed door is protecting you from what lies behind it, and that you are being guided toward a better, safer path. Your loved one now exists within this divine consciousness. They see the map. Their perspective is clear, and they are part of the celestial team, working in tandem with the angels and with God to ensure your safety and guide your steps. They want you to find comfort and strength in this knowledge. When you feel lost or afraid, they implore you to turn to God in prayer. Prayer is not merely asking for things. It is opening a channel to receive divine peace, wisdom, and strength. It is the act of admitting, I cannot do this alone, and allowing the infinite power of the universe to flow through you. Countless souls have testified to this. In their darkest hour, when all human effort failed, a moment of sincere prayer brought a sense of inexplicable peace, an idea they hadn't considered, or the unexpected arrival of help. This is the protection of God in action. Trust in it. Lean on it. Know that you are never alone, for you are held in a love that is both eternal and all-powerful. And so, we bring our sacred conversation to a close. Let the truth of this message settle deep within your spirit. Today, on this 15th of June, a loving voice from your family in heaven has reached out to ensure you understand the beautiful journey ahead. We have spoken of the great change that is coming, and how your preparation can turn it into a magnificent opportunity. We have seen how facing difficulty is not a curse, but a sacred fire that forges your strength. You have been reminded of the power of perseverance and the absolute necessity of believing in yourself, knowing you are worthy and capable. And finally, you have been assured of the constant, loving protection of God, who guides your steps and shelters you from unseen harm. This is the path to your miracle. Do not be afraid of the change that is on your horizon, for this is your time to shine and to receive the opportunities that have been orchestrated by divine love. This is the fulfillment of your departed loved one's greatest wish for you. The time for hesitation is over. The moment to act is now. Step forward boldly, with courage in your heart and trust in the path that God and your celestial family have prepared for you. Every day is a chance to build your new life, to align with your joy, and to honor the love that surrounds you. Your brightest days are not in your past. They are waiting for you, just ahead. Walk forward in peace and prosper.